Welcome to the NBA Pub Hub. It is Thursday, January 20th. Ian Cameron, Dutch Boy Fresh, Billy Briz. We got Wham coming through momentarily as well. Ready to break down the Thursday NBA card. Only 3 games on tap, light slate as we usually do. Let's get to it on a Thursday with the New Orleans Hornets taking on the New York Knicks to get us going. We've got New York, 4-point home favorites in this game, 210. 210, actually 209 and a half, 210 is where the total is here in this one. When you look at it, I think there's things to like for the Knicks here in this game from a situational perspective. They're coming off a frustrating loss against Minnesota, 112-110 on Tuesday night. Really played well enough to get the win, came back from trailing, had a lead, and then not a great execution in the final minute, rather, for the Knicks. They end up falling short. 112-110. Pelicans have lost back-to-back here on this road trip. Brooklyn and Boston losing them by double digits. And now they go on the road here to face a Knicks team looking to bounce back after 2 straight losses. I think it does sit up well situationally here for the Knicks. They've definitely gotten good play lately from Barrett in particular. Randall's been good. The Pelicans have definitely not gotten much bench production. Graham is questionable going into this game. Pelicans starting to look a little bit flighty again on the defensive end of the floor. Some of these games, other than the win against the Clippers, they gave up 125, over 50% shooting to the Timberwolves, over 50% shooting to Brooklyn. Nearly 50% shooting allowed to Boston, who really did what they wanted in the second half on Martin Luther King Day. You do have a little bit of a rest edge for New Orleans. I don't think that's going to be enough, though. I do agree with the line move. Even at -4, I'll make it official. New York here, -4 in this game. Dutch, we'll start with you here. Pelicans and Knicks.
Yeah, man. Real quick, salute to the ladies, gents, and D-gents for tuning in. You already know it's all love. Be sure to hit that motherfucking like button, like I just hit that plain, plain a peanut butter bread. Get you right where you need to be, man. Fuck up your vocab too. Yeah, man. Hey, big shout out to Mr. Joe Free. I see you, Tease, my guy T in the chat. Shout out to Viper. Zachary, everybody, man. Salute. Hit the motherfucking retweet button and the like button if you could. Share the video. Muchly appreciated. But yeah, man, I really like the Knickerbockers here. I ain't gonna lie to you. I kind of echo everything you said, Ian. I think it comes down to also, a bench. I believe that quickly, Obi Toppin and the boys, I believe they got a big advantage on the bench, as well as, Barrett and Randall. Barrett's been playing a lot better of late, and if Randall can, do what he did last game or maybe even a little bit better, I believe this should be an easy win here at home. And of course, it does come down to, smiley face Kimba and Fournier. One of these guys got to be able to hit the open J. One of them two, and I believe they will. And the Knicks are 6-1 ATS last 7 at the house. So they've been actually very good against the number at the house. 6-2 ATS last 8. And they are 3-0 straight up last 3 meetings versus these boys. 2-1 against the number against the Pelicanos. But what this comes down to is the Pelicanos are a fade, especially a auto fade damn near on the road. They're 1-3 ATS last 4 on the road. 0-5 straight up on the road. They are 7-16 ATS against the number on the road this season. Nice spot here for the Knicks coming off a tough loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves at home. I look for them to bounce back here. Locked it in at 2.5. I will endorse the -4.
All right, liking -4 here in this one. Wham, New Orleans, New York.
Yeah, man. As far as the Pelicans, we talked about them as far as this year. They've been pretty much up and down. They haven't had that much consistency in the lineup, just like everyone else here. But for the most part, we could also say that, they kind of been playing a little bit better offensively. You've seen our guy, Herbert Jones. I do like his prop over 11.5 points. You've seen him continue to go over that prop. 6 straight times. He's just been cooking, so I expect him to do his thing here. You see his over 1.5 3-point makes as well. If he gets the shots attempts, he's going to go over 1.5 at least. It's just that he doesn't get that many looks there. He doesn't get that many attempts, but it is plus 150. I do like that as well. I may take a stab at that, but I am on the points over 11.5 points for Herbert Jones. I like New Orleans here. I'm not going to lie here. So, hey, my guy, Dutch, like the Knicks, I ain't going to, I haven't bet this game yet, but this actual side yet, but it doesn't make me want to bet it now. You know what I mean? But I'll say this though. One thing is maybe a little sleeper. Their offense have been clicking, and I could see, Bi and the guy out there. They do anything, so I can see that balling out. I can see them balling out. But again, the only thing I got action on is the Herbert Jones 11.5 points. That's where I'm going.
Yeah, you know what? It's that Black Eyed Peas song from a long time ago. I got a feeling tonight's going to be a good night. I think that's the night for Evan Fournier tonight for the New York Knicks because the Pelicans absolutely suck defending 3-point shots. And I think when you look at it, look, I've had a good beat on Fournier here this year. Remember the last time I said he'd play well? He did.
42.
He crushed it against Boston. Yeah, I remember that. He had a big game. I think he has a big game tonight. I like
play daily fantasy, Babano. You'd be one rich fan. You probably wouldn't be sitting there right now.
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely should probably take more fantasy. Yeah, I'd have a mansion, not the little rinky-dink apartment here. But yeah, nevertheless, you've got over 15.5 points with him, and made threes when you look at it for Fournier 2.5 minus 145. I like both of those because look, this team is not very good in terms of 3-point percentage defense. New Orleans, it's something that I think Fournier can probably take advantage of here tonight. Billy, Pelicans and Knicks.
Yeah, man, this one was I'm using the Knicks as a parlay piece because I'm a little bit, I'm a little bit scared of betting sides because, I did some research and evaluation coming into the new year. And I looked at if I didn't ever bet an NBA side, how much money I would be up if I just bet props. And I just don't try to bet NBA sides unless it's like degenerate stuff. And we got to talk about the Lakers from last night because what the fuck, man? The Lakers, bro. How are y'all losing to the –
Do we have to talk about this though? They're not even on the slate. We ain't coming here with that,
bro.
Bro, come on, bro.
Bro,
that's
bro,
bad.
That was
bad,
crazy.
Wham.
Bro.
It is. Yeah.
That was crazy bad. The LeBron point prop doesn't even hit. You get banged by the hook. I'm out here playing. The Slaughter's out here teaching me how to play roulette. It was crazy, bro. Like, this is some real life shit, man. Fuck the Lakers, man.
No.
The only reason why I'm not going to be playing those Knicks straight. I'm going to use them as a little parlay piece tonight. Out to my boy Tone, level player today. The Pelicans are 6-4 ATS with the rest advantage, but the Knicks are 11-19 ATS with 1 day off as well. With the ref advantage also at home, like you guys were talking about a little bit earlier, it could be a player prop, and I think it's going to be a duel tonight between Kemba Walker versus Evan Fournier because it's the supporting cast that's been really hammering down his prop. And you know what? Kemba Walker over 14.5 points, minus 120. That's going to be on my betting card tonight, baby. Let's go. Bing, bong.
All right, there we go. Like it. I even like the Lakers slagging done by Billy there because that was pathetic last night by the Los Angeles League. That fourth quarter.
Like that.
James Worthy can't even say anything after the game.
Slander.
Yeah, James Worthy is basically speechless after that loss last night. He couldn't even speak. He was so
you might not take me seriously, but you can meet me at the window, and that's serious.
Yeah, definitely. All right, next up, we've got, as we continue along here, Phoenix, Dallas. Phoenix, Dallas. I can hear myself. 2.5 here in this one. We've got Phoenix and Dallas. I heard voices there. Phoenix 2.5. My own voice, which was pretty scary there, to be quite honest with you. All right, Phoenix minus 2.5 in this one. 216.5 the total in this one. I just heard an echo of my own voice, which was very, very frightening. I hear myself talk enough without hearing a second Ian voice in the background. So I think I had the YouTube video audio on, so that's why. But anyway, we took care of that. Well, Phoenix take care of Dallas. Dallas is on a back-to-back here. They played last night against the Raptors, pulled one out against Toronto in that game, 102-98. Fourth straight win for Dallas. They've been really terrific. This is a bit of a tricky spot. Now, there's no travel. It's a second straight home game, so that's the good news here for the Mavericks. Suns do have a significant rest advantage, though. They've been off for 2 days. They played on Martin Luther King Day, Monday, against San Antonio, and they beat up the Spurs 121-107. They're rolling right now, the Phoenix Suns, playing some really good basketball. There will be no DeAndre Ayton tonight, though, for them. He will be out. The good news is for Phoenix, it's not like this Dallas front court can punish you. Porzingis can a little bit, but it's not exactly a tough, rugged, big to really absolutely crush you there. It's not the greatest front court. So can they withstand Ayton's absence? Yes, quite possibly they can. It's a really tough one because it's not easy to go against Dallas at the moment. They're playing well, but there's a significant scheduling edge for Phoenix. The 2 days off, Dallas on a back-to-back, even with no travel, it's still a little bit tricky for them in this one. I'm going to end up probably in this game leaning to Phoenix. Money line probably in this one is what I'll look at, minus 140. I was going to say earlier in the year, I definitely would have said it. Phoenix is the better offensive and defensive team, but Dallas has really, really played better defensively in recent games, and they have played some of the best basketball defensively of any team in the NBA the last few games. Total's gone up. I'm not sure I agree with that. Dallas is not a team I'm thinking, yeah, let's bet overs with the Mavericks right now. So I'd lean under 216.5. And from a side perspective, I'll probably look toward Phoenix minus 140. Again, I prefer full game because Dallas could hang in the first half here in this game. But after that, maybe that's when the back-to-back fatigue sets in. So I like Phoenix, and I prefer the full game here on the minus 140 in this one. Wham, we'll start with you here. Suns and Mavs.
Yeah, man. So I have action definitely on this game. I'm going Luka over 8.5 rebounds. I mean, it's only hit 7 out of the last 9 times. You know what I mean? He's going to be in this position to get the rebounds. Luka loves TNT. I mean, we say this all the time. We keep repeating the same words when we see Luka lined up on national televised, viewership. He kind of tends to show out, man. I wouldn't be surprised if he has a triple-double. A lot of points as well on his behalf. I kind of like the Mavericks here, but again, it's just a better team. Even without Aiden in the lineup, I just think that the Suns are still a better team. They got Cam Johnson, like his props today, over on rebounds and points. But as far as the official play for me in this game, it's going to be the Luka, man. I think Luka just goes off on the rebounds here. 8.5 seems a little bit low here, so I'm going to continue to go over that total.
You're muted, Babano.
Someone mentioning Luka's minutes in the chat last night as well. 42. A lot of big minutes. The big shot he made in the final minute. Just one of those halfway toward mid-court dagger threes that he's very. It's almost become a trademark for him making those big shots. He had one of those last night. 41 points in 42 minutes for him last night. So a big workload for Luka the Don last night. Is he going to be as effective and efficient tonight back-to-back with no rest? Now, no travel does help a little bit, but still you worry about the back-to-back and 42 minutes on the floor last night for him. Does he pace himself a little bit more here in this game tonight? Billy, we'll go to you next here, Phoenix, Dallas.
Yeah, this is the game of the night for me, man. This is the game of the night for me. This is the one that, like, me and Big Show were actually talking about this earlier. He was like, it's only a 3-game slate. And I was like, no, this is a good 3-gamer, man, because this is a game that you're going to want to attack. There's some injury news in this one. On the Suns side, we have DeAndre Ayton and Frank Kaminsky, who both are going to be out. So you want to hit the JaVale McGee prop market tonight. In 11 starts so far this season, he's had 12.5 points and 10.1 rebounds in 2 games this season versus Dallas in under 28 minutes, 24 points, 12 rebounds, 3 blocks, 2 assists. I like me some over 8.5 for JaVale McGee tonight, plus 100. And then we also have JaVale McGee double-double tonight, plus 270. Just a little tequila money, as my boy Dutch would say. Just in case if JaVale McGee has a good game tonight and it's on TNT, I want parts of it, damn it. I want to screenshot the shit and put it on my Twitter too. And, I'm going to fuck with Devin Booker. That's the play of the day in this one. Devin Booker over 2.5 3-pointers, plus 105. He's coming off a season-high performance versus San Antonio in his last game where he had 48 points. He scored at least 30 points in each of his last 3 games and 7 I feel like he's been looking real good since his return from injury. In their first matchup this year, he had 43 points, and he hit 41% of their shots from 3. Hey, man, over his last 4 games, 50% from the field goal range, 38.7 from 3-point range. Everything check, 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 check. Dallas doesn't play defense. Devin Booker over 2.5 3-pointers, plus 105. I would take the points, but remember how I started off this conversation. He's coming off a season high performance in points. So I kind of want to, pull off the hezzy away from the points, go to the 3-point prop. That's a prop that we like to hit in the NBA Finals last year. So, we're going to reel it back a little bit, flip a couple pages back in the book, grab that one. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Devin Booker, primetime ball tonight. Let's get it. And then if you're looking for the same game parlay props, I like Chris Paul over 8.5 assists as the same game parlay prop, and Luka the Don over 25.5 points as the same game parlay prop. Other than that, I'm cool on this one. But Devin Booker, JaVale McGee is how I'm trying to attack this game.
All right, there we go. A smorgasbord of prop options for Billy with the Mavs and the Suns. Dutch, how about you? How are you going about it here? Phoenix, Dallas.
Yeah, man. Shout out to our guy Mally Mal, James, Mr. C Bing, I see you. Excuse me. Star Child, Nets Best, my guy, I see you. Salute to Mr. Mark Nick in the house. Yeah, man. This game, I really like this game, to be honest with you. I like the under. Let's start with that. I like the under locked in at 217, 216.5. I see my guy Tease is on that as well. I think this under is a beautiful thing. I definitely do not agree with the line movement. The 4-1 to the under, last 5 back-to-backs for the Mavericks with an average of 199 points per game. 13-3 for the Mavericks in the last 16 back-to-backs. I went to the under. Excuse me. The Suns now are the Suns to the under are 9-1-2 last 12 on the road versus a team with a winning percentage of 60% or better at the house. They're also 8-1 to the under last 9 on 2 days rest for Phoenix, and the under is 5-2 in the last 7 meetings. It's 15-7 to the under in the last 22 meetings versus these boys. You touched on Luka playing last night, 42-plus minutes. I believe he'll be good to go till probably about mid-third quarter. And the rest of these cats, KP and them boys, them legs are going to start feeling real heavy. We know that they're very slow in pace. Phoenix is actually, you think about how good they are on offense, but they're very good on defense as well. The Suns are second in field goal percentage in defense at 43.6% and second overall in defensive rating in the NBA. I know they don't have DA out there, but they do have McGee back. My man, Billy Briz touched on that. And also they got Bismack Biyombo on the motherfucking bench as well as Jalen Smith. So I think
B squared.
B squared. Yo, Dutch, I swear to God, if B squared wins us some daily fantasy money tonight, drinks on me.
Man. Yeah, he was doing his thing last game, and I think he's just a nice guy you'd like to be able to bring off the bench and throw in there. So I don't believe which was a weakness for Phoenix was obviously I believe protecting the paint when DA was out. We've seen that so far this year. I don't believe that will be with not only because they have McGee starting, but now they also have 2 big guys that they can bring off the bench. What they didn't have early in the season. I just think it's too much. It's more of a spot play as well. So I'm all over the under, and I'm all over the Suns minus 2.5. There ain't no straight up last 8 meetings versus these boys. 6-2 against the number. 5-1 they are last 6 on the road ATS, and they're 8-1 last 9 in Dallas. So they like that Texas barbecue, and I believe they'll be eating early and often. I'm staying away from that first half because I do see Dallas coming out and playing decent, but like I mentioned, that was a tough-ass game last night against the Raptors. I think they were lucky to actually get out with a W and a cover for me. But, yeah, I like Phoenix and the under tonight.
Yeah, it's been a really tough, hard-fought run for Toronto. I mean, they nearly beat Phoenix, lost. Nearly beat Miami, lost. Nearly beat Dallas last night, lost. Right in every single game, and that's the problem. They're a younger group. They just can't make those plays in the final couple minutes, either end of the court to win those games, especially against better teams. That's been the difference. But Dallas had to work last night, and we'll see if there's a carryover to tonight with no rest against the Phoenix Suns, who are rested and playing great, obviously, right now. All right, final game.
Go ahead, Star Child. My bad, Ian. Go ahead, Star Child. Take that motherfucker over and lose your money, bro. I done told you to bet the under. I see you. Hey, and I see you on the Pelicanos, too. He wants to be on the opposite side of every motherfucking thing. Okay.
Star Child, yeah. What's the matter? I'll tell you this.
I appreciate the energy, but God damn it.
I'll say this about the total. It is surprising it's taken over money. Do they feel maybe Dallas's defense is going to be?
I'm not going to lie, bro. I think the total for this one tonight really correlates with DeAndre Ayton being out.
I think it has something to do with that.
without DeAndre Ayton being on the floor, like I know JaVale McGee's a good defender, but it's not like he's going to give you any offensive production. And I feel like the Phoenix Suns, they're fine with playing faster. They have more of a young guys, and the only reason why they usually play the under is because Chris Paul's slow ass. But I mean, nothing is wrong with Chris Paul. He's a legend and all that, but he's not athletically as gifted as he once used to be, and that's the reason why they play to the under all the time. But I mean, against the Mavericks, they might not have to play to the under because that's how bad I think the Mavericks defense is.
Yeah, it's definitely the Mavericks have been better. They've been terrific lately defensively.
The Mavericks only have allowed 100 points 3 times in the last 13 games.
Yeah,
in the last 13 games, their opponents have only broken 100 the last 3 times. So whatever they're doing, whatever they're doing, these motherfuckers ain't scoring against the Mavericks, homeboy.
But we always talk about how the Mavericks be beating up on the bum teams. Let's take that out of the, when they're not playing.
They ain't going to beat up on the Suns tonight.
They ain't beating up on the Suns tonight.
Well, I like the Suns. You do have to keep in mind, yeah, they've had.
That's not really my range of knowledge is betting unders and overs and shit like that. That's a goalie question, to be honest with you.
I'm getting.
They have had some good wins during this streak, though. Dallas. We'll give them. We got to tip our cap to the fact they beat, Golden State. They beat Chicago. They beat Memphis.
Memphis, yeah.
That was a good win. Remember, snap Memphis's streak. So
they beat Memphis.
I think
Grind City.
I don't think if they didn't play that game last night against Toronto, I might even look Dallas tonight. To be honest with you, but I'm taking in that 42 minutes, 41 points that Luka played against a tough team that they're down majority of that game. I mean, against a Toronto team that's pretty grimy. So it was a tough game. You got to take that into consideration.
I do agree with Starchild there. First quarter overs have been cashing for Dallas, but then the game grinds to a halt. Look at last night. That game just slowed right down, and there were no points in the fourth quarter in particular. That's Dallas games lately have been like that. They've been very low scoring in the second half, and especially the fourth quarter. And it was like that last night. So yeah, if you do like the over, I'd say more than the full game. If you do like over in this game, go first quarter, first half. Do the earlier part of the game with the over, because it seems like these Dallas games, the defense tightens up. The later it goes, the pace slows down even more. Definitely something to keep in mind and keep an eye on. That's been a trend. Early points, and then it just dies in the second half with the points in Dallas games. Indiana, Golden State, third and final game here. We got Golden State, 11.5-point home favorites, 217.5 the total in this game. Pacers stunning the Lakers. Sorry we have to bring it up, Wham, but it is the Pacers who beat your Lakers last night. Horrible fourth quarter. Piss job to the tits by the LA Lakers last night in that game. Terrible fourth quarter. I give Indiana credit, though. Finally some life. They battled back from a deficit. They didn't quit like they did the last few games they played. Now can they keep it up, though? It's a back-to-back on the road against a rested Golden State who beat up on Detroit in their last game, 102-86. It feels like I could only go with Golden State first half and full game here. Golden State first half is -7. Full game is -11.5. I would lean to both of those. I lean to the over too in this game, 217.5. Because you look at it, there's going to be no Draymond tonight. Still for the Warriors. So there's not going to be as much defense or rim protection. And you look at the Pacers, there's no Miles Turner. Ski has said this, and I've said this. Without Miles Turner, they play a little faster, the Pacers. I think probably a smaller lineup. And in addition to Turner, Sabonis with that significant ankle sprain that Rick Carlisle said he played through a significant portion of that game, the final 5 minutes of that fourth quarter with that ankle sprain. And I think in this game, they're just going to say, you know what, DeMontis, don't play. You've got a significant ankle sprain. It's back-to-back. We're playing Golden State. We're probably not going to win this game anyway. Like, why even just throw him out there when he's dealing with a really, really significant ankle injury like that? So I think without Sabonis and Turner for Indiana, smaller lineup, quicker pace, less defense. For Golden State, no Draymond Green, maybe a little quicker pace. And again, maybe some less defense as well on that side. So I like the Pacers a little bit here. I'll sprinkle on the side first half full game with the Warriors in this game. But I like the total even more than that at 217.5. I think you get quicker pace, less defense. You're talking about multiple key defensive bigs missing tonight for both of these teams. Billy, we'll start with you on this one. Indiana, Golden State.
Yeah, man, we're looking at this one as a late night hammer spot because, the books always got to be the books, man. When they see a little bit of injury news, they don't want to ever put up the props. But this could be the late night hammer spot in this one. There's a couple of line miscorrections that I think that are off in this one. We got Klay Thompson over 2.5 3-pointers, -105. We got Stephen Curry. Seth, man, 3.5 at -160 tonight. That seems like the spot, man. If these East Coast games can roll through early,
Right.
we can get this little bing bong shit together with the Knicks, and the Knicks can pull it out. We might be rolling over some late night money over to the Warriors and Pacers game tonight. I really like those 2 3-pointer props. And the real prop that we're really waiting on, though, I don't know if the books are going to put it up or not, but no Miles Turner, no Sabonis. Goga Bitadze is going to be the starting center for the Indiana Pacers tonight, and he absolutely smashes fantasy points per minute wise when he plays over 25 minutes. And they literally have nobody else besides Goga. So, Goga's getting a little call up from the bench tonight. And, Goga, this is one of the 10 games of the year that we need your ass for, so you better play tonight.
See how he fares here. Obviously, they've
his prop is not up yet. Goga Bitadze. That's why you gotta follow me over on Twitter at Getting Bills tonight, because that might be the late night hammer card, because half of these props aren't even out yet in this game.
Now, again, he didn't play much last night, but he didn't have to. He's going to have to here, like he did against the Clippers, where he had 25 minutes.
They don't need to pass the ball, Mr. THC. He needs to go out there and just grab fucking rebounds. His job is not to do a lot. They have literally no centers. If you look at their front court right now, right? Active bodies for this team in the front court. Isaiah Jackson, Goga Bitadze.
Yeah, that's right.
Who else? Who else is playing center?
Bitadze, yeah.
Chris Duarte, Lane Stevenson. Who else is playing center? Jeremy Lamb. Who the fuck else is playing center? Goga Bitadze is playing center.
O'Shea Brissett out of Syracuse.
And that's what everybody was saying, the same shit when we was talking about the Omer Yustavazen shit. They're like, who the fuck is Omer Yustavazen? And we started actually looking at the depth chart and started calculating minutes and was like, no, you know what? Omer Yustavazen might play 30 minutes. I don't care about his name. As long as he's going to play 30 minutes and he's going to grab rebounds, I want money on him.
Yeah, they got some decisions to make, game time decisions here when it comes to the center spot tonight for sure with the Pacers tonight.
Who else are they literally playing, Babano?
Yep.
Like they don't have anybody. Like Goga, this is literally one of the 110.
Goga or Brissett? That's who you're looking at. Yeah.
Goga or Brissett. Like, oh man. And that's why I said we might have to actually wait for this game, because whoever is the starting center for this team tonight is the guy that you're gonna want to put your money on. Like Babano just said, let's say if Brissett is the starter, then we're going to be hitting Brissett props, I guess. Like, whoever the starting center is for the Pacers tonight is a bet-on player.
Someone's going to have to do something for them scoring-wise and rebounding-wise in that position. So whoever it's going to be, we'll see if the props get posted for that. And by the way, the line's moving on Golden State. I'm locking that in now before I lose the number on it here on Golden State, the -7 in the full game, because I think the Sabonis news is hitting the wire right now that he's not going to play tonight. And now
I got -11.5 in front of me at BetMGM.
Yeah, there you go. Locking that in right now because I think that gets even stronger without Sabonis. Has been a huge part of any good things that have happened for Indiana. Not like they've had a lot of good things happen for them, but Sabonis has been a huge part of it, and you're not going to have that tonight. Dutch, what do you think here? Pacers, Warriors.
Yeah, man. Shout out to our guy, Paulie Walnuts, Mr. THC, RZA, 420 Fuego. Kyle, I see you, my dude. And Mo, ain't nobody looking like Drizzy over here. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, bro. But salute, my guy. Yeah, man. This game, I think the only way you can look is Golden State, really. I mean, come on. Them Warriors, they're going to come out and play and probably bust that ass. But I'm going to probably pull a wham bam on this motherfucker. I ain't going to lie to you. Let me see how these first two games go, because I got a lot invested on these motherfucking Phoenix Suns and the under and the motherfucking Knickerbockers. So, let's hit them over the head early. I might fuck around and go down to the Bay and get paid again. But as of now, what I need y'all to do is hit that motherfucking like button, because goddamn it, we've been in this BZ almost 35 minutes and we still haven't hit a motherfucking hundo yet. Come on, that's this motherfucking respectful. Take a moment out of your day. Everyone in the chat, everyone out there in Wi-Fi land, and smash that motherfucking like button real quick, like the Warriors will probably do tonight. Muchly appreciated.
There you go. Hit that like button. 209 live viewers. Let's get that like button hit. Let's get that number up for sure. Hit that like button. We appreciate it very much. All right, Wham, Pacers, Warriors.
Man, I think someone said it in the backwood, the Pacers, bro. Pacers fucking trash, man. They just
that was like their Super Bowl last night.
That was like some sick hearts from last night because we all thought the same exact thing, and your Lakers are supposed to cover, man. I was out here playing roulette because the Lakers lost, man.
Hey man, I'm sorry. You felt the same misery we've been feeling for.
And when you're asking the roulette wheel to come
a
through
long
financially
time now,
for
bro.
you, there's a problem right
That's
there.
what I'm saying.
Just like the Denver shit, bro. Just like Denver yesterday. It just keeps biting us in the ass. These weak ass teams, bro. These weak ass teams. You know what I mean? There's battling injury where the key guys, fucking AD, Jamal Murray, those guys are fucking terrible to back right now. But yeah, man. This game, bro, come on. Let's be real. It's a fucking Warriors smash spot.
Yep.
There's nothing else to talk about. These guys are allowing 40% from shooting from three over the last 5 games. These motherfuckers trying to shoot threes. You got, like you said, Clay. Why they Steph at I'll take the minus 175. Minus 175 for him to have 4 threes.
200.
That's a guarantee. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking Charles Barkley would say. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. That's some crazy shit. If he doesn't get that, I don't know what the hell to do. So definitely I'm gonna add that into a parlay or something like that. Minus 175, I gotta put that somewhere. But for the most part, the only thing I'm looking at this game, Jonathan Kuminga, bro. It's gonna be Jonathan Kuminga. Maybe his rebounds, maybe take the rebounds from him, maybe take the 3-point. I haven't made a decision yet, but this is one of them games. It's later on in the game, so we get the chance to evaluate the card, how we did so far, as far as how I looked at the card the first 2 games. And if those first 2 plays cash, man, most likely I'm gonna have an inch of those cashing throughout the game. I'm probably gonna have some money on Jonathan Kuminga over his points. Not the points, but the 3-point because it's plus money, and then also the rebounds because they're plus money. I think he gets to 7 to 8 rebounds, so I believe it's at 6.5 if we get that.
Double against Detroit for Kuminga as well in that last game against the Pistons. So maybe an undervalued player from a prop standpoint right there for the Warriors tonight. All right, great stuff. 3 games. We made the most out of it. We made chicken salad out of chicken soup or whatever you want that phrase is. But good stuff with Billy, with Dutch, and with Wham here on this Thursday NBA Pub Hub show. Hit the like button. Make sure you do that. 218 live viewers. We appreciate it. And remember, make sure you stay tuned. We got the college basketball net profit show with Maxwell Smart, Connor Mack coming up top of the hour right after us. We'll go to best bets and Dutch's freshest look. It's all coming up right after this. Right, Southtown 101. When you're in San Antonio, Texas, stop in. Great food, drinks, live music, DJs, karaoke. Southtown 101. Manscaped promo code PubSports, 20% off your purchase. Lawnmower 4.0 or any Manscaped product on the site. Get it. Get 20% off using promo code PubSports and mybookie.ag. Look, NFL divisional playoff weekend coming up. We've got NBA, college basketball, NHL, UFC. All of it going on right now. MyBookie.ag, Bitcoin accepted currency for your deposit. Sign up for an account. MyBookie.ag, promo code PubSports. And there's the Pub Rub. 14.
Yeah, baby.
2 for 25 bucks on that. All-purpose rub. Let's go. Get on that. 2 for 25. PubSportsRadio.com. All right, best bets, Dutch's freshest look. 3 games to choose from. Not a lot of meat on the bone, but we'll make the best we can out of it. Wham, let's start with you today. Best bet.
Yes, sir. We're gonna go to the Dallas player, Luka the Don, where he should get his rebound on. And we're gonna take the over 8.5 rebounds for Luka. Hit it 4 out of the last 5 times. Let's keep getting to this cake, bro.
There we go. Luka the Don for Wham prop best bet for this Thursday night. Dutch, freshest look.
Precious look, man. Yeah, man. Precious look. We're going to Big D. And we're going with CP3 and them boys. Lock it in, -2.5. That's good money.
Phoenix Suns, -2.5 against Dallas. Freshest look for Dutch. Billy, best bet.
We're going to stick it over here in Phoenix, man. Shouts to Devin Booker. Over 2.5 threes tonight, +105. Let's get it, baby.
All right, there we go. Best bet for Billy. And my best bet, New York Knicks, -4 against New Orleans. There's nothing I really love on this slate, but this is the best of the bunch, in my opinion. Cheap price. Team bouncing back, I think, after a tough loss to Minnesota. New Orleans have been blown out by doubles in each of their last 2 road games. They probably suffer another loss by margin tonight against a Knicks team that should be primed for a bounce back and a step down in class for the Knicks after some of the teams they've played lately. New York -4 for best bet for me on this Thursday NBA card. And that'll wrap up this edition of the NBA Pub Hub. Thanks to everyone in the chat for joining us. Hit the like button on the way out. Connor and Max coming up with the NBA, with the Net Profit College Basketball Show, 5 p.m. Eastern, top of the hour.
Huge college basketball slate. Big Show told me right before the show started that we have some actual potential games that are probably going to be potential matchups that we're going to see in the Final Four and Elite Eight. So it's actually probably one of those days you want to tune in, baby. NCAA Net Profit.
Yeah, you want to tune in every day, but yeah, it's a huge card today. Lots of mid-major action as well. Some Purdue, Indiana's a great game, I know, in the SMU, Memphis. Yeah, I hear you. There's some really good games on the slate tonight. Yeah, make sure you tune in to Max and Connor. They'll break it all down. Coming up 5 p.m. Eastern right here on Pub Sports Radio. We got the UFC live stream this weekend. Connor and I will be back with the Saturday morning edition of the Net Profit College Basketball Show. So lots going on here at Pub Sports Radio. That's a wrap for Dutch, for Wham, and for Billy. I'm Ian Cameron. Have a great Thursday night. Enjoy the games and good luck. We'll talk to you again tomorrow on Friday. Final show of the week, NBA Pub Hub, 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow on Friday right here on Pub Sports Radio. Dutch, take us home.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to Ron Crawford real quick with the spreadsheet play of the day coming in at 68%. Also on the Phoenix Suns. I could dig it, my dude. Yo, you know where it's at, Pub Sports Radio. Be sure to hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe if you have not. Man, let's hit these motherfuckers straight over the head. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed. Let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.